Ladies and gentlemen, in just another moment or two, if you're here and you have not registered yet, please come up and get signed up. Get a buyer's number. We'll get started here very shortly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, turn me on, Spencer. Testing 1, 2. Folks, let me ask everybody to do me a big favor. Well, there's no reason to be standing 40 feet from me. Everybody take about 10 giant steps this way. Because if you don't follow me, I'm going to come to you one way or the other. We're going to get closer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me welcome you here today. I'm Joe Wilson, Wilson Auctioneers Incorporated. I'll tell you exactly what we're going to do today, how we're going to do it. The bottom line is this. We're going to do our dead level best to find a buyer for this 123 acres and or buyers, depending on which way it goes today, and we'll tell you how that's going to happen in just a moment. Let me introduce those that'll be helping us today. Spencer Wilson, actually the license agent for this auction. If you contacted our office, you probably spoke to Spencer. Chuck has been helping him some as well. Chuck Dykus, Doug Westgate, Peter Garen's operating who you registered with, and also the internet portion of the auction, and David Burr, our executive broker, who's pretty much running the show now at Wilson Auctioneers, who is my son-in-law, and I'm real proud of him as well.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome, David. And you're not getting a raise. Okay, let me tell you exactly what we're going to do today, how we're going to do it. We have 5 tracts of land and property to offer. We'll go over those tracts in a little while. But, well, let me do that right quick right now. Tract 1, 25 acres, got the 1,352 square foot house on it. That's the tract we're actually standing on as we speak. 25 acres, got the house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Got a nice little metal shop right here. Beautiful spot here on top of the hill, ready to go. Got some pasture, septic tank, and a good well. Tract number 2 is the 60 acres of the red dirt. And you can see you got an information today. Listen carefully and make yourself aware of this. Tract number 1 is $25,000 down, which means if you're the high bidder, and I say sold at the very end, and you're the high bidder only on tract 1, you'll be required to give us a cashier's check for $25,000. Tracts number 2 and 3 are $10,000 each. Tract number 4 is $5,000, and tract number 5 with the home down on Harmon Drive is $10,000. The total amount of earnest money for the entire 123 acres, all 5 tracts, if that's the way it might be put together at the end or sometime during the combination, is $60,000 earnest money. That's what you'll be required to give us down. That'll be to put in our real estate escrow account, held there until closing. Terms of the sale today are cash and close within 30 days. Now, that does not mean that you can't go to the bank and finance. You can get your money anywhere you want to. What it does mean is that you're standing here today, you got your $25,000, $10,000, whatever you're interested in, or all of it. You're the high bidder, and I say sold at the end. You call me back in a week and say, I went to the bank and I can't believe it, but that banker would not loan me the money. I'm going to say, wow, I'm really sorry, you just forfeited your earnest money. Do not bid on this property today unless you're positive you can close within 30 days. We can close much sooner than that. We can close probably tomorrow, day after tomorrow. If you're a cash buyer, paperwork's done, the title work is done. All we got to do is prepare a deed, put your name on it. The title company will be City Title and Closing. Blake Handy, located in Fayetteville on East Zion Road, Suite 7. That's where the closing transaction will be held. And again, we ask you to be ready to close within 30 days. We can close sooner than that if you wish. Now, let me tell you one thing about Tract 1 in this particular house. The seller that we're selling for today, he is currently living here. Got a lot of equipment here. He says he's not sure he can be out. to give you immediate possession at closing. So he's reserving the right if he needs it. He may not need it, but he's reserving the right if he needs it to give possession 30 days from closing. Not 30 days from today, 30 days from closing. He may not need that long. He's going to get out literally as soon as this thing is sold, hopefully today. He's going to start packing and start working his way out of here, but he might need a little more time, and I do want to include that and tell you about that. Yeah, exactly. That just has to do with the house and the shed right here. If you buy this tract, you want to put horses on it, cattle on it, whatever you want to do, you can do that. You want to come out here and bush hog, bale hay, whatever you want, that's fine, of course, after closing. Don't forget the 10% buyer's premium. It simply means what it says. Whatever you bid, your bid price, add 10% to that amount. That's what the contract will be written for. If you bid $100,000, the contract will be written for $110,000. If you bid $300,000, it'll be written for $330,000. If you bid $700,000, it'll be written for $770,000. So just bid accordingly. That'll be the total contract price. Balance due at closing. Title insurance and a warranty deed. You will be buying this property free and clear. There will be no liens, mortgages, encumbrances against it. There is some debt currently right now today. That's why this is not an absolute auction. The way this is going to work today, you're going to give what you think you can give. If you're the high bidder, depending on which way it goes, we're going to say sold subject to approval. We're going to get a contract signed, collect your earnest money, and then David, or Spencer, what do we have on the contract for?
5 o'clock today.
5 o'clock today. So we're going to let you know quickly, maybe within 30 seconds after the auction's over with. We're not here today, folks, wasting our time. We've got 5 auctions this week. We've got plenty to do, and I'm not saying that bragging. I'm just saying to make a point. We intend to sell this today. If you bid on it, you're going to have an opportunity to buy it, but you're going to have to do that. So just keep that in mind as you go today. This is an absolute gorgeous piece of property in a great location. Do a lot of stuff that's booming and going on around here. The red dirt speaks for itself. The potential for development speaks for itself. There's subdivisions going up everywhere. So just keep that in mind as you go. Now, tract 5 with the rental house at 15726 Harmon Drive on the 1.6 acres. It is currently rented on a month-to-month basis for $700 a month. The renters have been there for 7 years. As far as I understand, they want to stay. But it is month-to-month. If you should buy it, and you're buying it to live in or you want to utilize, you need to give them 30 days to vacate from closing date. You can't go down today and tell them they're going to have to move. So you got to give them 30 days from closing date. Now, if you're a cash buyer and you close tomorrow, you can tell them tomorrow they have 30 days. So that's the way that'll work. They'll get 30 days from closing date if you want access to the house or want to do something differently or whatever. Okay, there'll be 2 phases to this auction today. A lot of you have been to auctions where we've done this. This is not confusing. Listen to me carefully, and I think you'll understand. I guarantee you will once we get started. The first phase is we're going to go through this auction and offer all 5 tracts. Everything is going to be by the dollar today. Nothing by the acre. By the dollar. Total dollars. In other words, tract number 1, house in 25 acres. What do you give for it? $155,000, and we record the bid and the buyer's number, or whatever the number is. Tract number 2, the 60 acres. By the dollar. Record that bid. That total amount bid with the buyer's number. Tract number 3, 23 acres, 14 acres, and then the home on 1.6 acres. When we get to that point, we will have a total on phase 1. We'll add all of those numbers up, and we'll have a total. At that time, we're going to go into combination, or what we call phase 2. And that simply means, ma'am, let me use you. You're the closest to me. This lady's standing here, and let's say that she was the high bidder on track 1, but she wasn't the high bidder on track 2, and she really would like to have track 2 as well. She can raise her hand up and say, I want to put track 1 and 2 together. Okay? For a $5,000 increase, that'll put her in the winning position. Yes, I want to do that. Boom. We have a combination, ladies and gentlemen. Track 1 and 2. This amount of money, that bidder. This gentleman standing there, he says, I want it all. Tracks 1 through 5. We're going to know what the combination is. You've got to absorb that 5,000 increase. Give another 5,000, which would mean 10,000 total. Let's say we're at 710,000. For 10,000 more, 720,000. He can be in the winning position. Yes, I want to do that. Boom. We got a combination on all of it. Nobody's out. You can continue. You can put one track back up or any numbers of tracks back up, and when you stop bidding, the auction's over. It's just that simple. If you leave here today and say, I didn't get what I came to buy, I'm mad. I can say, well, I'm sorry, but be mad at yourself because you refused to give 5,000 more. If you'll get 5,000 more, you can buy anything you come to buy today. And as hot as it is, standing in the sun, I'm not going to stand here once we get into combinations in phase 2 for an hour and begging you to put a combination together. There may not be any. It may be the way we end the first go-around, or there may be 10 combinations. You never know. But when you stop bidding, the auction's over. That's the way it works. Any questions, anybody? Pretty simple. Any questions? Again, when we go through the first phase, you might be the high bidder, but nothing is final until after we go through phase number 2. The debt is going to be paid in full at closing. There will be zero debt on the property when you close it. You're buying it free and clear. Zero debt, no back taxes, no liens, no encumbrances. And you'll get title insurance that will reflect that. You're not buying this property with any debt, not one penny. If we close it, you're going to own it free and clear. Yes. Okay. Depending on the way it sells, we may have to have some survey work done to have a legal description written on the tract that you buy. That's paid for by the seller, not by you. But that could take a week or two. So if you're a cash buyer and you want to close tomorrow, but we might have to get a little survey work done, so we want to let you know that. If it sells in its entirety, we've got a good legal on all the boundary. Yes. So it would only be if it's sold in individual tracts that there might have to be some survey work done. Any questions, anybody? Now's your opportunity. I'm fixing to hand me that drink that I had. I think it might be sitting right there. Just get my mouth wet and we will take off. Any questions, anybody, on what we talked about? Terms, conditions, any of that? Good. Let me ask you to bow your head. I start every auction with a word of prayer, and I'm going to do that today. Father, thank you for this opportunity to be in your beautiful creation in Northwest Arkansas. I pray your will be done here. I pray you take care of these buyers and our seller today. And again, thank you for blessing us and providing the way you do. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Let's do it now. It's your turn on track number 1. Beautiful 25-acre tract at the home. 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's got the metal workshop on it. By the dollar now, not by the acre. Start it. Don't make me beg you to bid. Kick it off somewhere. Start it where you want to buy it. Start it on me dollar to get for it. How much? Start it where you want to buy it. Start it somewhere. Start it where you want to buy it. 100,000 where? Let's go. 100,000. 100. Start it somewhere. $50,000 then let's go. 50. 50,000 to biddle about 50. 50,000 to biddle about 50,000 to biddle about 50,000. How much? Start it somewhere, guys. It's just that simple. I tell you what we can do. We can go to the end and put it all together if that's the way you want to buy it. Any interest in track 1? David, let's put track 2 up. That's fine. Let's put track 2 up. Maybe they're waiting until the end.
I think you can put 1 and 2 together. Would be a combination, but whatever you want to do.
No, let's go through individual, then we'll put 1 and 2 or whatever they want to do together. Okay. Track 2 is the 60 acres, the red dirt, and you know what it is. Start it on me dollar to get for it. How much on it? Start it on me dollar to get for it. 500,000 where? 500 to biddle about to get 500 to biddle about 500, 400, 300, 200, 300. Thank you. Now 4. 300 to biddle about to get 4. 300 to get 400 to biddle about to get 350. Thank you. Now 4, 350. I've got it ahead of you. Now 400, 350. Now 4, 400. A bit of 400. Now 50, 450, 50, 50 to 4.5. The bid's here at 400. Now 50, 400 to get 50, 50, 50 to 4.5. 450, 50, 50 to 450 to middle of the 450. 400 now 50. Would you get 4.25? 425. Let you in for a quarter. 425. Would you get 5, 5, 5? Would you 4.25? 425 to the middle of the 4.25. 400 now a quarter. 400 now a quarter. Guys, y'all can, and ladies, y'all can stand there. You know, it's real easy to figure out what comps are around there on this kind of dirt. Several tracks have sold recently for more than that. But that's what it is. I've got 400,000. 410. Anybody? 400,000 to middle of the 410. Guys, let's hold the bid at 400,000 right there. Bidder number 757. 400,000, 757. Track number 2. Track number 3 is the 23-acre tract. And pasture and some timberland. Beautiful piece it is. Started on me dollar to get for it. How much on it? Started on to buy it. Started on me dollar to get for it. 25,000 where? 25 to get 5, 5, 5 to 25. That'll a little buy to 25. Any interest? Let's pass it. Put track number 4 up. Track number 4 is the 14-acre tract. Any interest in that to start that? 20,000 where on track 4? 20,000. 20,000. Let's go to track 5, the house on 1.6 acres. House on 1.6 acres. Beautiful property down there in a great location. 3-bedroom ready to go. Started on me, dollar to get for it. How much on it? Started where you want to. Started on me, dollar to get for it. 100,000 where? 50,000 where? 25. Thank you. 25,000. I got it ahead of you. 25 now. 30, now 5, 35, thank you, now 40, 35, 40, now 5, 45, now 50, 50, now 60, 50, now to the middle of 50, 50, 60, now 70, 60,000, 70, 70, 70, 70,000, 60,000, now 70, 70,000 to the middle of 70,000, 60,000, I've got 60,000, 65, ma'am, 65, thank you, now 70, 65 to get 70, 70,000 to the middle of 70,000, 65, 70, 70,000 to the middle of 70,000, 65, 70,000 to the middle of 70,000, 65, 70,000, 70,000 to the middle of 70,000, 65, 70, 70,000 to the middle of 70. Ma'am, would you give 66? I'll let you do it. She bid 65, 66,000, 67, ma'am, 68, ma'am, you're out again. 67, 68,000, 67, 68,000 to the middle of 68,000. 68. You want to try them one time? 69, ma'am. 70,000, ma'am. 70,000. Let's hold the bid at 69,000. Bidder number is 758. Well, that's real easy to figure up. We're now in phase 2. We've got bids on tracks 2 and track 5. 469,000. Now it's your opportunity if you want to put it all together or any combinations. Now's your chance. Any combination. Any combination. 1 and 2. Put 1 and 2 up. Be pretty easy, but we might have more than interest, so let's do another auction. That's 405,000. The 5,000 are increased on 1 and 2. We're going to put that up again. 405. 410 where? 450, 410, now 15. 410, 415. 415, now 20. 20, now 5. 425. 425 in the middle of now 30. 430, now 5. 435. 435, now 40. 440, 440, now 5. 445 in the middle of 445. Now 50. 445 when you 450. 445 when you get 50, 50, 50 to 450. 445 now 50. 445 when you get 50, 50, 50 to 450,000. 445 now, it's 445 right there. Now 50. 445 when you get 50. 445 when you get 50, 50, 50 to 450,000. 445, 50. 445 when you get 50, 50, 50 to 450. Let's hold the bid at 445,000 on tracks 1 and 2. 445. Remember, the buyer's premium will be added on at the end on 1 and 2. Yes, let's put 3 and 4 up as a combination. Folks, somebody, you're standing out there, you're a bidder, you need to bid on this. Somebody's going to buy this property, and it may just sell real cheap where we are right now. Let's put 3 and 4 back up together as a combination. Tracks 3 and 4, that's 23, that's 37 total acres. 37 acres on 3 and 4. Start them along me, dollar to get for them. How much on them? 25,000. Thank you. Now 30. 25 to get 30. 25 to get 30. I've got 25,000. Now 30 on 3 and 4. 25 to get 30. 25 to get 30. 30. 30 to 30. That in the middle of 5 to get 30,000. 25 now 30. 25 to get 30. 30. 30. That's dirt cheap. 25 now 30. 25 to get 30. 30. 30 to 30,000. 25 now 30. 30 that in the middle of 5 to get 30,000. 25 to get 30 that in the middle of 5 to get 30,000. Anybody? 25, 30 that in the middle of 5 to get 30. 30. Thank you, sir. Right in front of me. 30,000 now 5. 35,000. 30,000 now 5. 35 that in the middle of 5 to get 35. 35 to get 5. 5 to get 35,000. Let's hold the bid at 30,000 right here. Bidder number is. What's the next number? 761. 761.
Hold on, Joe. Let me put that in.
30,000? Yes, sir. Buyer number? 761.
No, you're fine.
Give me a total now, Doug, where we are.
On everything?
Yeah.
We have 544. 544.
Doug.
Any other combinations?
Doug, I need your marker. Doug.
3 and 4?
3 and 4, yes, we're at 30,000 on 3 and 4. You can put 3 and 4 back up. We can put it back up again. That's less than 1,000 an acre, by the way. 37 acres. You're not. Everything around here is 5, 6, 7,000 an acre. Everything. You want to put 3 and 4 back up? 3 and 4. We're putting 3 and 4 back up, and since we had a bidder here, we're just opening it up. We're going to open it up between you two because he was the high, he was in the winning position. But you're in right now. 754 at 35,000 is the bid. 40,000. 35, 40. Spencer, tell him right here he's out. 35 would he get for it? 37 acres. 40, now 5. 40 down in the middle of 5 would he get 45. 45 would he get 5, 42, 5. Now 45,000. 45,000. 45,000. 42, 5 would he get 45. 45 would he get 5. That's barely over 1,000 an acre. 45,000. 45 would he get 5. 5 would he get 45. 45 down in the middle of 5 would he get 45. 45 would he get 5. 5 would he get 45. Cheap enough. 45 in the middle of, you'll never buy it any cheaper. 45,000, 42,500, 45,000, now 47,500, now 50,000, 47,500 when you get 50, now 55,000, 55,000, 55,000 in the middle of 55,000. That's still cheap and you know it. 52,500, now 55,000, 55,000, 50, he's out. 52,500 when you get 55. 52,500 when you get 55, when you get 5,500 when you 55,000. Talk to him, Spencer. He'll never buy it any cheaper. 55,000, 52,500 is the bid. 55,000, 52,500 when you get 55 in the middle of 5, 55,000. Try him one more time. 55,000, 52,500 when you 55 in the middle of 5, 55,000. 52,500, 55,000. I'm fixing to.
Hold the bid. Hold the bid.
55,000, 57,500, 57,500, 57,500. You know what it's worth. 57,500, 57,500, 57,500, 5,500, 57,500, 55,000, 57,500 in the middle of 5, 57,500, 57,500, 57,500. Now 60, 57,500 to get 60. Now 62,500. They're out again. 62,500, 60,000 in the middle of 5. Dude, don't miss it for $2,500. 50,000 is the bid. 51,000. I'll let you in for 1,000. 60,000. Thank you. 60. Now 1. 61 in the middle of back.
He's at
60, I'm sorry, 61,000. 61, 62,000, sir. Are you done? Let's hold the bid at 61,000 right there. Bidder 756. 756.
61,000.
61,000. And remember, the buyer's premium will go on at the end. 750, was it 756, ma'am, your number?
Yes.
Buyer's not, yeah, 756. Okay, right now, the way we stand, we've got a combination of 1 and 2. Bidder 751. 3 and 4 at 3 and 4 at 61,000. And track number 5 at 69,000. What's the total on it in its entirety?
I got 575. What do you got, Doug?
$575. I believe that's right. We're at $575,000 in its entirety. You can still put all of it up. If you're standing out there and you want it all, it's not too late. Any other combinations? Any other combinations? Any other combinations? Okay. I'll hold on. Any other combinations?
Just look at track 1 by itself. See what it would take after all these combinations have been created on track 1.
This is one gorgeous track.
Yes, it is.
House on 25 acres?
House on 25 acres.
So it would take 50,000.
It would take 50,000 if you wanted to pull track 1 out. You could be in the winning position for $50,000. That includes the $5,000 increase on a house in 25 acres.
Yeah.
Just track 1, the house in 25 acres. Yes.
What would 1, 3, 4, and 5 be?
We'll tell you. Let me make sure we
Yes
either
or
we.
no on track 1. Yes.
Okay, we got a combination on track 1 by itself, $50,000. That's bidder number. Give me your number again, sir. 761. Spencer, go talk to the boy that was high bidder on 1 and 2 because he's out now. He can put 1 and 2 back up if he wants to. 1 and 2 back up? Okay. So right now, we've got a combination.
Hey, David.
Okay.
What was the last combination?
Okay.
Pull 1 out. Is it already
Buyer number is on
761.
track 1.
761.
Yeah, 761. Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Okay, now,
Hey, David, he wants
Tom.
We got 1, 3, 4, and 5.
1, 3, 4, and 5.
1, period, 3, period, 4, period, 5.
1, 3, 4, and 5. Tracks 1, 3, 4, and 5.
180 is the tying bid.
180 is the tying bid. For 185, you can be in the winning position. We've got a combination, bidder number 760. Number 760, 180,000 on 1, 3, 4, and 5. Now listen to me, and I'll tell you where we are currently. And all of you that were individual bidders just been taken out. Now's your opportunity to get back in if you choose. Right now, we've got the high bidder is 1, 3, 4, and 5, number 760. And the high bidder on track 2 is 757. So, ma'am, that took you out on track 5. You want to see what it'd be to put track 5 back up by itself. Track 5 by itself, David.
Hold on, Joe.
Okay. Or anybody else that was taken out. As you as well, you were taken out. You can put up one track back up if you want to and see where we are.
1, 3, 4, 5 was 760, right?
1, 3, 4, and 5 was bidder 760. Yes. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and announce this is a done deal. This auction, if we don't get another penny bid, is going to be confirmed today. So you are going to be the buyer today if that interests you. We're not playing games anymore.
180 was the tying bid. 185 was the 5,000.
Excuse me, Tom. 180 is my fault completely. 180 was the tying bid. 185 to put that combination together. 185, he's good. 760 at 185. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm not as good as that computer over there. Any other now, David.
Still want to split track 5, David. They still want to look at track 5.
They want to look at track 5.
We're still going. Yeah. I was just letting them know and
Yeah.
understanding.
Right.
We want to look at track 5.
79,000 for track 5. 79,000.
Is it the time bid? No. 79,000 on track 5 will put you back in the winning bid. 79,000.
What buyer number?
What's the buyer's number? 758. On track 5. Now that brings a lot of people back in play, including all of y'all. Tom, you want to put 1, 3, 4, and 5 back up. 1, 3, 4, and 5 back up. Well, it'll take another 5,000 is what it'll be. So it'd be 190, it'd be 195, correct? Yeah. 190 is the time bid. 1, 3, 4, and 5.
190 plus the 5, 195.
195 put you back in.
Yes.
Bidder number 760, combination 1, 3, 4, and 5 at 195,000. Ma'am, we can do the same thing with you again. Track 5. It'd be 89,000 for you to get back in. Yes, she wants to do it. We've got a combination again on track 5, same bidder number at 89,000. Tom. Spencer, it'll take 205 to get him back in on 1, 3, 4, and 5. 205,000. 200,000 is time bid right now. 205. We've got a combination 1, 3, 4, and 5 at 760. 205,000. Ma'am, once again, okay. 99,000, that's still not a lot of money for a pretty nice house on 1.6 acres with a nice shop and a great location down there. That's up to you. 99,000, you can be back in.
Whew. This computer is red hot.
Okay. Now, to make sure everybody understands where we are, tracks 1, 3, 4, and 5, we've got two high bidders at this point right now. 1, 3, 4, and 5 is bidder 760, and track 2 is bidder 757. Everybody else is out. When you're through bidding, I'm going to say sold, and this is going to be a done deal. Any other combinations? You want to put 3 and 4 back up just to see? Put 3 and 4 up.
Give us just a second.
Okay.
That computer overheated.
I'm about to overheat too. Why don't you get in the car? Yeah, get out of the sun with it. Yeah, sure. 3 and 4. Tracks 3 and 4.
You got 1, 3, 4, and 5.
1, 3, 4, and 5, bidder 760. And track number 2, bidder 757.
Yep.
That's where we're at.
Yep. And then tracks 3 and 4, to tie would be. $66,000 is the tying bid.
66,000 is the tying bid. 71,000 can put you back in the winning position. You want to do it? We've got a combination, 756, 71,000 on tracks 3 and 4.
The board's changed.
Now the board has changed completely now, so pay attention.
Winning bid.
Put 1, 3, 5, 4, and 5 back up. Yes, sir. Let us get the computer straight, and we're there.
1, 3, 4, and 5, Joe, is going to be. 210 is a tying bid.
215 will put you back in. 215,000. On 1, 3, 4, and 5. 215,000.
Yep.
Bidder number 760. We've got a combination back in. Folks, that takes you guys out on 3 and 4. The 76 would be 80. Folks, you guys can bring 3 and 4 back up for 81,000 if you want to get back in on 3 and 4 for 81,000. You want to do it? We got a combination 756, 81,000 on 3 and 4. Be 225, Tom. 1, 3, 4, and 5, you're out for 225,000. You can be back in. 225. $225. We got a combination back in for 225,000 on 1, 3, 4, and 5. Bidder 760. 86. Be $91,000, David. David, I tell you what we could do to end this. We can't do that? Okay, never mind. $91,000 on 3 and 4. We'll put you back in. Yeah, it was at 8. Yes, we got a combination 756, 91,000. $235,000, David. We'll put 1, 3, 4, and 5. 235.
He wants to keep 3 and 4 open, increasing it by 5,000 more and open it up.
Okay, so we're going to keep 3 and 4 open. We're going to open it up between you two, and from now. Because we're now in another auction setting, I'm going to allow you to bid as little as $1,000.
Hold on, 3 and 4.
3 and 4 only between these two bidders right here, and then this is going to be the end.
He'll be in at $96,000 to start the auction.
He's in at $96,000. He's increasing that. 97, ma'am. 96, 97,000. 97, now 8. 98,000, now 9. 99,000, a bit of a Bible to give 99. Now 100, 100, now 101. 101, now 2, now 3, 103, now 4, 134, now 5, 105, now 6, now 7, 17, now 8, now 9, 19, now 10, now 11, 111, now 12, now 13, 114, 113, we need 14, 113, we need 14, individual Bible, 114,000, 113, now 14, 113, we need 14, individual Bible, 114, 113, we need 14, 113, we need 114, now 15, 114, we need 15, 115,000, individual Bible, 115, 114, we need 15, 114, we need 15, individual Bible, 115,000, now 16, 116, 115, we need 16, 115,000, now 16, 116,000, individual Bible, 116, now 17, 116, 17, now 18, 118,000, 117, we need 18. Guys, when you're through, I'm going to drop the hammer. 117, we need 18, 118,000, 118, now 19, 119, individual Bible, 119. Remember the 10% buyer's premium added on at the end. 118,000, 119,000, 118, we need 119, 118,000, 119, 119,000. Are you done? I'm going to hold the bid at $118,000 right there. Bidder 760, 118,000 on tracks 3 and 4. So
we've got 760 in on 1, 3, 4, and 5.
now one.
Back in on track 5. Is that right now?
Yes.
Check it.
Let me make sure because this changed. Wait a minute. You want to put
1, 3, 4, 5 again.
1, 3, 4, 5 again. 1, 3, 4, 5 again. Yeah. 257. 262, Doug, to be in the winning position. 262. $262,000 on 1, 3, 4, and 5. 262.
All right, 262.
262 at bidder number 760. 1, 3, 4, and 5 is back in. 1, 3, 4, and 5. 262. Now we're back again where we've got two high bidders now. Everybody else is off of the board. Track 2 is 757, and track 1, 3, 4, and 5 is 760. This auction is going to be over in 10 seconds, folks. Any other combination?
Everybody good?
Everybody good. I'm going to drop the hammer.
What would be track 5? I'm sorry.
Be 94 to tie, 99 to win. 99 to win.
99,000 to win. You done? Last call. Any other combinations? Last call. This is it. Then I have sold it, sold it, sold it. We have an auction that has been confirmed. Track number 2 is bidder 757. Tracks 1, 3, 4, and 5 at 262. Plus the premium on both of those. We have a total sale of $662,000 plus the premium here today, which is $728,200 is the total for the auction today. $728,200. Thank you for your attendance. If you're a high bidder, step over. We'll get a contract ready. Thank you very much.